Okay, so today we're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns. Now, everyone knows they have the number one pick with the upcoming NFL draft, and that's a familiar position. Cleveland continues to find themselves high in the draft order year after year because basically they've not done very well drafting, building a team, or putting together a coaching staff and a general manager that can be on the same page and produce winning results. Well, let's hopefully that can change for them. The reason I say that is Cleveland Browns fans, they definitely deserve it. They are one of the most loyal fan bases across the board in sports. Year after year, they put up with Cleveland's blunders after blunder after blunder, but they still come out to the games. They still cheer. Um, they still purchase lots of sports memorabilia. They're one of the most loyal fan bases in sports. Um, with the Cubs finally winning the World Series, and after basically experiencing the same type of ordeal that Cleveland Browns fans experienced for years, basically, I'm hoping that Cleveland can begin to turn themselves around, um, starting with some of the decisions that they're making this year. Um, Now they have the number one pick. Hopefully, they do what's right and take a safe pick in Miles Garrett, who's expected, um, to be an impact player right away on the defensive side of the ball. Hopefully they go ahead and make a safe pick and not try to swing for the fences and take a guy like Trubisky, because there's so much unknowns with him only starting 13 games, and basically I mean I don't know that much about him to be honest. I didn't see him or watch him play much games over his tenure. Um, Now, it's projected in most of the mock drafts that they will take Miles Garrett, but it's Cleveland, so you never know. So we'll see. Um, Now, they have also acquired Osweiler, basically in a salary dump from the Texans, and it's rumored that they're going to either trade him or end up releasing him. And all that Cleveland's getting in all of these transactions that they're recently making, um, and looking to make is just basically stockpiling draft picks over the next 2 years with this upcoming draft, and then in 2018 as well. They will have 8 draft picks in the first 2 rounds. Now that's could be something to be excited about if you're a fan of the Browns. If they had sound management and a history of drafting right, but they definitely don't have that. We all remember Brady Quinn being picked by the Browns, Tim Couch, Brandon Weeden. Uh, None of those guys uh, panned out, with them trying to find a franchise quarterback. Um, with Osweiler's performance with the Texans last year, it's glaringly obvious at this point. It doesn't look like he's going to be the answer at quarterback. And I don't think long term they're looking at him as that guy. I do think he'll end up either getting dealt if they can get some more picks for him, or they'll end up releasing him. Now, Cleveland, just making an appeal to you. I'm not a Browns fan, but I'm just a sports fan in general. Just get it right. It's time for you to turn it around for Cleveland and your loyal fan base. Start with getting Miles Garrett, who can help solidify the defense. Um, Make instead of swinging for the fences, with guys that don't pan out on the field or on or off the field, with Manziel, etc. Get guys. You need to start with establishing a culture. You know, um, it's the best organization in sports that they have a culture of a certain type of player that they're bringing in, a certain type of with character, both that's not going to embarrass you off the field and that can produce on the field. It's time for you guys to start really scrutinizing who you're picking, because to be honest with you, the Cleveland Browns has not been a attractive destination for free agents, and why would it be? You guys can't get anything right over year after year. You haven't gotten much right. Um, the RG3 didn't work out. Unfortunately, he got injured right when his career started back with Cleveland, and then when he did get back on the field, he didn't look too great. But no more excuses, basically, Cleveland. It's time for you guys to change your culture, um, and that starts with so making the right picks with these draft picks because you're not going to attract a star player in their prime. You might overpay and get a guy towards the tail end of his career, but if it's a star player, a star free agent, who's looking to be on a team that's productive, there's no reason why Cleveland would be an attractive destination. But you guys can start to change that. But you need to establish a culture of winning. Now it's going to take a while. You're not going to go from just being the Browns to a top-notch organization, but it does can start this year. So basically, I'd like to see Cleveland get it right this year. Um, Cleveland, you're on the clock with that number one pick, and everybody's keeping an eye on what you guys are doing in this off season. Let's see if you guys can produce some results.